Hi everyone, my name is Mo, and I'm working on a basketball management game called Retro Hoops. At the moment, I don't know if the name will stick, but for now, I'm just gonna roll with it. It's gonna be a 2D pixel simulation style game, and in these devlogs, I specifically just want to go over my game's journey. For this first devlog, I just want to give a brief overview on what I'm doing and why I want to make a game to begin with. So the idea of the game is really simple. It stemmed from my curiosity of NBA rivalries. An example would be interconference rivalry between the Lakers and Celtics, that they see each other so many times in the NBA finals. Is it destiny? Is it rigged? So what I did was I wrote a MATLAB code that generated an array, and these array contained randomly generated values that represented specific information about the player. At the time, the player information contained their name, their age, offensive stat, defensive stat, assist, rebound, how well they steal, how well they block, and etc. The latest version of this player information array contains a whole lot more information such as player height, weight, strength, speed, player tendencies, and more. Then I make around 15 of these players to get a team, and I make 30 of these teams, and I essentially have a league. Now you might notice something strange already in that all these simulation in MATLAB is only going to give me numbers on a spreadsheet. And really this is when I noticed that the code I'm building is essentially a video game, and I really just want to make this video game come to life. So what do I have in my game so far? Unfortunately, not much. I'm building it in Unity, and other than a few menu screens and scripts like save systems and load systems, while that might not seem like much, seeing these players with faces, hair, jersey, I am very proud of my random player generation script. It's already so motivating compared to when I just saw these players in an Excel sheet. So to simulate a game, I select two teams to go through a set of possessions that will check different states. States include, was an assist made? Was the shot a three? Was the shot blocked? And if it wasn't blocked, did the shot go in? After the game is over, the team standings will be updated. And then after a series of games, team standings can look like this, which is really cool. At the end of the season, every team will go through the off-season player update, and these players will get better or worse depending on their age and player potential. Each team will get a young, randomly generated player that will be talented and have high potential if drafted by one of the worser teams, or be mediocre if they're drafted by a good team. This is obviously to simulate an NBA draft to allow bad teams to get better over time and championship contending teams to drop off once their talented players retire. After simulating eras, I saw that it was working pretty well. A team will be good for several years and then bad for several years. And what's more important is that if two teams are good at the same time, then they'll be bad at roughly at the same time, which sort of answered my question on why the Lakers and Celtics keep seeing each other on the finals. And that's because they're in sync with each other. But my code was too predictable. It was missing aspects like player trading, so I added that. I also added player hidden agendas, and these hidden agendas can affect player happiness. If these agendas are not met, then they will demand a trade. So here I am, making retro hoops. Why do I want to make the game? Well, I'm just really into video games, and I love basketball. I love games like Stardew Valley and A Story. It's probably the game I look up to the most, and I want to see how far I can get with my own video game journey. I've been working on another game already, but I think that game will be a little bit more of a long-term passion project. It's called Project Lander, and I put some on and off content on my Instagram. Feel free to check it out. Hopefully I start that up again and maybe add some retro hoops content in there as well.